All right, it's 1 minute after. We're going to get this thing started. Hi, my name is Matt Bero. I'm one of the solution architects here in North America. I'm based in Pacific Northwest, specifically the Portland metro area in the wonderful state of Washington. I'm going to go over our portal enhancements. We've been busy deploying new services, enhancements to the portal that will continue to happen. And I will make one interesting comment. I've been here a year, but I've been in networking for quite many years. And some of the stuff, or in fact, all the stuff we're doing is stuff I hope I was able to see in my lifetime in my career. So pretty excited what we can do and what we can, time and money we can save. So let's get into what we've done. These are mainly the things we've done in the last 4 to 6 months. We're going to see this same trajectory over the next couple of quarters as we invent and deliver new services to the portal. First and foremost, we're adding more POPs, more DCs, all over the globe. Lion's share is going to happen in North America. Good for us. And I'll go into what that looks like. We've been enhancing the portal, better hands-on experience. We got the network map. You've seen a lot of that. I'm going to show you how to use that, especially in finding the new data, new locations. We're going to show location-based diversity for MCRs and how you pick that. We can do that at MCRs and MVEs. I'm going to show that. The move of a VXC is quite cool. Actually, it's very cool. And it saves you a ton of time. Historically, this took a ticket and a manual intervention, and now it's at your fingertips, and it's incredibly fast. We just added this last week, or maybe it's 2 weeks ago, inventory of existing services, where you can go and see your existing inventory of services you've ordered and decommissioned. Just helps you see what's going on in your network and what has been ordered and been disconnected. Terms on VXCs, we have that. I'm not going to demo that. As the standard goes, you commit, you get a bigger discount. And we have real-time shutting down of VXCs. That's another enhancement. One thing I am going to demo is the MVE enabling 5 VNICs. And I'll go into that a little bit later on why it's important. Other things we've done this year is you've seen we've opened up new internet exchanges: Charlotte, New York, Miami, Denver. More to come. Megaport Internet is here. Originally it was only in a metro. We can extend that from outside of the metro to other locations if you have a port. So if you don't have a internet pop, or if we don't have internet pop in that location, we can extend that. Global WAN as a service. My recommendation there is if you have connectivity needs in North America or across the pond, so LA to New York or New York to London, engage with your sales team. Me being one of those folks on that team, your SE and SA, I'm an SA. We want to get in front of that and put our best foot forward. So we want to help you there. Higher speed, 100 gig VXCs. We're upgrading our backbone, which enables 100 gig VXCs in certain markets. We always can do 20, in many cases, we can do 25 gig VXCs. So if you want 4 of those, we can give you that. In certain markets, we can go 100 gig VXCs, and that will grow as we grow our backbone. And we were very busy late last year upgrading our MCR backend, which will enable some really cool things to come. I want to go over 2 other cool features: connecting 2 different Megaport accounts with each service key. So I'm going to go over what that looks like, and then we're going to create a diverse port because we're going to create some MCRs and MVEs. So let's create some diverse ports. Why not? So let's look at how do you connect accounts with a service key. So the idea is you have a Megaport customer A and a Mega customer B. They have 2 separate Megaport accounts, but they have Megaport. They have a Megaport How do you do it? Create a service key. It's really simple. I'm going to show that to you. And we're going to use that with in coordination with some of the new data center we've popped with OpenColo that's in Santa Clara and OneNeck. They're in a radio location. So I'll show you that. I want to show you this move. So MCR-A to MCR-B, you know, red, blue, red. Just give you an idea. Red diversity zone, blue diversity zone just means I'm not in a maintenance window. I'm not bringing that down. So it gives you diversity on equipment. And I'm going to move that VXC from one MCR to the other. And I already have it, AWS VXC up and running. And then on the MVE, the 5 VNICs, this is sort of best practices. Best practices is to, you know, ideally go grab those 5 VNICs. And again, a VNIC is equivalent of a port on a virtual machine. And then what you can do on that VNIC is you create sub interfaces. So what we're generally saying is you want to take a VNIC, call it management for management and remote locations, right? So then you're creating a bunch of connections off of that. Cloud, you can have a VNIC, call it cloud. You can connect all your cloud, you know, your cloud CSPs. Another VNIC, call it maybe MPLS or data center, right? And that's connecting to all your different ports or connecting into your MPLS network. HA, we'll call it HA VNIC, which is connecting to all the different MVEs. Certain MVE providers only need one connection for HA, some other need 3. So depending on your MVE you choose, I'm choosing Fortinet, you need 1, but that's where we get involved with you guys and walk you through those needs. And then maybe you go create a future VNIC. But again, it's always best practices to grab those VNICs so you can plumb that MVE to tens to hundreds of locations. So let's get out of the presentation, Matt, and let's get into it. So here's our wonderful new globe. As I said, I was going to talk to you about it, but I really want to do is I like the round earth, but I also, we're just going to go a little on the flat side. So like I said, we're in Santa Clara. Let's go find Santa Clara. We're going to go blast over to Santa Clara. And I got a port over there, right? And that's our OpenColo port, right? So the cool thing is we just popped OpenColo. They're in the white hot center of Silicon Valley, right off almost the end of the San Jose airport. And I actually created a port in this account. I'll show you that in a bit. But what I'm going to do is we're going to run over to the airport, to San Jose airport, and we're going to take a nonstop to Madison, Wisconsin. Why not? Because who doesn't want to fly to Madison, Wisconsin? We're flying. And guess what? We have this new data center that's in pre-order with OneNeck. But more importantly, let's go in this. Look at all these other pre-orders, right? So it starts from, this shows you how busy we've been. We got a new data center in Boca Raton, Australia, Chicago. Interesting, we got down here all the OneNeck, Des Moines, Madison, Minneapolis, Telhouse in New York, and over in Baltimore, we got Tier Point. So just expect that we're going to get more and more of those in the near term. So what I've done already is the next thing we're going to go over is we're going to connect those ports, right? So I got a port. Here's an account. So this is that company A, Megaport channel demo 1, very interesting name. And I have another account over here, and it is called MB Test. And I also have, so I have this OneNeck port over here, and I have the OpenColo port over here. So what I'm going to do is connect these ports on 2 different accounts with a VXC. So how do you do that, Matt? It's so simple. Hit this thing called a key, service key. Hit it. Add it. Label it. Connect to customer. Oh, actually, to let's call it what would I call it? Sister company. I'm going to do a single use. I'm going to give it 100 megabit. I'm going to note the VLAN. It's valid until the 5th of May. It's active. I'm going to go add it. I can go copy that now. Now I'm going to go back over to my other account. So, you know, again, it's 2 separate accounts. I'm going to go into this port. Instead of hitting this, I hit add connection, enter service key, paste it in there. It liked it. It took over that speed, hit next. Got to label it again. MB sister co. It took over that max of a rate limit. I'm going to go month to month. Now you're consuming, so that port isn't taking that VXE and that is being added to their bill, but fundamentally I've connected 2 Megaport accounts and 2 different two different accounts between 2 Megaport ports. So pretty much anybody that's on the Megaport network, you can connect to each other, right? So I'm going to order it and order it now. And it's going to go do its thing. Sweet. So what you'll see is you see it here. And then if I go to the other port, if I refresh, let's see, does it show up? And there it does. It shows up. Awesome. It worked. Good times. The next thing we're going to do is going to go create that MCR. I do have this MCR up and running. I have it connected to AWS. It's up and running, and we're going to create a 2 things we want to know. I'm going to show you 2 things. I'm going to go create a blue MCR in Seattle, and then I'm going to move this VXC to that new MCR. Again, the rules on this move feature, which is over here, like MCR to MCR, port to port, MVE and MVE in the same market, or within the same. The VXC's got to be the same because everything's got to be the same. The prices have got to be the same. The information's got to be the same. Okay, so let's move on to creating the MCR. Like I said, I'm going to go blue. I actually remember this time that I'm in Seattle. So that's the most important thing. I'm picking that Tukwila location. I'm going to give it you can change the speed, doesn't matter. Speed, the MCR speed can be anything you want, but I'm just going to keep it the same in this. And for this case, MB blue MCR. I'm going to go month to month. Go hit next, add MCR. Order now. So we're going to let that thing cook, get up and running. I'm going to show you the next thing I really like, which is over here, extras. What's the extra, Matt? Download inventory report. So I'm going to go download that sucker. I'm going to throw it on my desktop, and I'm going to show it to you. Let's go open that up on my other screen. I'm going to drag it on over. And here's our inventory report, right? So it's active inventory. It shows you all the things I've just created. And as you can see, I do a lot of testing on this account, but it shows you all the information you need. And it's right there on your fingertips, right? So it's a good test or a log of what you've provisioned, what you've turned down. If you want to compare it against the bill, it's a good little tool we have. So really like that. We just launched that, like I said, I believe last week or 2 weeks ago. Oh, good. That MCR is up and running. So that blue MCR is up and running. Here's the red MCR. What am I going to do? Remember, I'm going to try to go move this sucker. So we're going to hit this move connection. Yes, I want this blue MCR, the one I just created. I'm going to go hit next. So it's not submitted. And really the next thing is I got to hit say move. It's going to say, hey, do you really want to do this? Yeah, I really want to go from red to blue. Good. Success. Awesome. So that now that it's that fast. So in a matter of that time, I've moved that VXC from here to here. Let's go, let's go see if BGP is up and running. Let me go back. Go look. Mapped over BGP. I really want to test if it's mapped over BGP correctly. Look, BGP is up and running right here. That's that VXC. So really cool. That used to take a ticket and, minutes and hours of work. And we've taken that and collapsed it to seconds. So really cool feature. Love it. One of my favorites. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to create that MVE best practices, right? So again, I'm going to go create that MVE. Again, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm actually in Portland, but why not? We'll just go, we'll take this, I'm going to go red. We're going to go get this internet MVE. Again, you can, so the cool thing about when you create that port or MVE, you can choose whether it's red or blue or auto. What does auto mean? I'm going to grab whatever is most in my inventory, right? So I'm going to be, it's like FIFO, right? I'm going to give, or not FIFO, I'm going to move the product that I have the most of if I do auto. So I'm going to go create this MVE. I'm going to do FortiNet. I need to go call it a name, MV test. I'm going to give it the small size because this is just a demo. Got to go find that license file. There it is. Open. Got to go get my SSH key. I'm not going to show you that because that would be bad. Copy. SSH. Paste. And here's what I want to really demo is the best practices here. You really want to go grab all those VNICs and then call it something. So the interesting thing on VNIC 0 maps to port 1 on the FortiGate. And we're going to call this management. This maps to port 2. Space 2. And I think I said, I can't remember, we'll call this cloud. Port 3 helps to spell. And we'll call this, I think that was data center / MPLS. Or we're going to call that HA and port 5 as future. Gonna go month to month. Gonna go hit next. Looks all good. Look, there they all are. I'm gonna go add it. I want to create Megaport. That's the other thing. You want to create Megaport internet. Since I'm in Seattle, I'm going to pull internet out of Seattle. My MVE's in Seattle, so Seattle. You can pull that down to example. Portland has MVE, so your internet in Portland would be out of Seattle as an example for the MVE. I'm going to give this 50 meg. I'm connecting it. I want to connect it to the management port, right? That's also my ingress for IPsec. So we're going to use that. I'm going to go month to month, hit next, add VXC. We'll go ahead and order it. Why not? And hit order now. So that's doing something cool. I want to do one more thing. We're 9:20. I want to look at ports, right? So just to remember, And again, I'm going to use Seattle as the example. I'm going to go Equinix. I just want to show you the port diversity. It's a little different. So port diversity is, it's a different, same results, but different, right? So with port diversity, I can create a diverse pair down here. Then you call it primary, secondary, and next. And I've created that blue and red port on that in that location. I'm going to go order that because I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go down to, where is it? Oh, go over here. And I want to go to services. And I just want to show you out of here, right? So I'm in One Neck. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. So I want to show you adding Megaport internet. Now I don't have an internet pop in Madison, but I can pull it out of, probably the best place to pull it out would be Chicago, right? Just, close, but I could backhaul it across the country if I wanted to. So you can do that as well. And you can, I'm just going to go 20 and we're going to give it, oh, I like that number, add VXC. I'm not going to order that one. So that's really, in 22 minutes, maybe 21 minutes, what we've done. I'm going to go and see if anybody has any questions. I don't see any questions, which I guess we'll consider that a success on a Friday morning. I'll hang on for another minute if anybody has any questions. If not, it's a Friday, so I think getting 7 to 5 minutes back in our day is a good idea. So I want to thank you for your time. Again, Matt Bero, Solution Architect, Megaport. We do cool things. Come talk to us so we can show you how we make your life easier. Thanks again.